New York Giants versus Los Angeles Rams reaction video. So I watched this game. I was surprised that the Rams didn't put up more points, although I know that the strength of this Giants team at this point is the defense. The defense has done a pretty solid job so far this season. They're just being let down by an offense that, frankly, without Saquon Barkley, is still trying to find its way. And I was not surprised at all about the Los Angeles Rams defensive output. If you watch this network, the Rams were my favorite stream fantasy football defense this week. I thought that they would be held, the Giants would be held under 10. They were. I, in fact, thought that this was probably the best shot at a shutout this week in the NFL, but that did not pan out. But the Ram. If you're a Rams fan, you're probably thinking that you were going to come in and blow the Giants out of the water. I actually took the Rams minus 12.5 or minus 13, and the Giants. I mean, that game was out there for them. They had some opportunities. Obviously, they could not get it going. And this Rams win. If you're a Rams fan, I mean, a win is a win, so you're happy about it. You put it in the bank. Obviously, if the Rams go like 7-5 for the rest of the season, they're pretty much a slam dunk to be in the playoffs. They're looking really good, along with the entire NFC West at this point. Their one loss was that tough loss to the Buffalo Bills, in the last minute of the game or whatever it was. So the Rams, I like what they're doing. I actually thought they played their worst game of the season in a win, and I thought they played one of the best games of the season, probably the best offensive game of the season against the Bills in the loss there. So again, that's the NFL, but. Again, if you're a Rams fan, man, I'm just not feeling great about how they looked offensively. It's the Giants. Maybe they came out flat. Maybe they're underestimating them. We saw that the Kansas City Chiefs came out flat against the Los Angeles Chargers a couple weeks ago. So they weren't like really, exciting their fan base. But again, a win is a win. And that's important for the NFC West. Let's take a look at the stats. And again, I'm not really enamored with anything anybody did, but Daniel Jones, 23 of 36, which is fine in terms of passing, completion percentage. Fine, not great, but 190 yards. He's not throwing the ball downfield, and an interception. That's not great. Rushing the ball, Gallman and Jones. Yes, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is at this point is leading his team in rushing. I think he's under 200 yards for the season. Daniel Jones, the quarterback. This isn't Lamar Jackson. He's leading the team in rushing. That just hurts. It just shows you how important Saquon Barkley is to this team. But Wayne Gallman, 6 carries, 45 yards, 7.5 yards per carry. Okay, I think he had like one pretty good, strong run, and the rest was like, right? Daniel Jones, 6 carries for 45 yards, or I should say 6 pull downs and runs, right? Devonta Freeman, that's who everybody's keeping their eye on. He got 11 carries. That's double his touches, or double his volume in terms of the carrying. Respect to last week, 33 yards, only a 3 yards per carry against a Rams team. Honestly, the Rams were kind of loading up to make sure that they didn't let anything cheap go in the run game. In the passing game, though, Devonta Freeman adds 4 catches on 4 targets, 35 yards. We were expecting that. Last week, I think he had half a week to prepare for the game. I don't think he got a single catch, maybe 5 carries. This week, we saw 15 total touches for Devonta Freeman, and I think it will actually get even better next week. So if you're a fantasy football player and you have him on your roster, just be patient. He will get better in this system. Darius Slayton, I'm telling everybody, although I like him and I like Daniel Jones and Slayton together, you got to hold until the Giants can get their run game figured out. This offense is sputtering. It's not great. 3 catches, 48 yards. Evan Ingram is the same deal. I like Evan Ingram, but you got to hold on him if you're a fantasy football player. 6 catches, 35 yards. It's just there's just not anything good going on with the Giants except for their defense. Their defense is playing pretty well here. Kind of like Washington, honestly, their NFC East foe. Jared Goff, on the other hand, 25 of 32. Again, passing efficiency-wise, pretty good, but only 200 yards. That's not great. That's like 8 yards per completion. It's just not that good. 1 touchdown. Again, it's fine. It was enough to win. Malcolm Brown, 9 carries, 37 yards for 4 yards per carry. Out-carried Darrell Henderson, 8 carries for 22 yards. And Gerald Everett got the touchdown on a tight end around. That was pretty funny. Cooper Kuppp gets that touchdown. It was a nice catch over the middle. It was actually a tough catch, and then he runs away from the defense, made that nice little cut to get past the safety there into the end zone. Robert Woods, for me, was a sit this week. 6 catches, 35 yards. Josh Reynolds, 3 catches, 25 yards. Jared Goff was divvying the ball out pretty well, but again, Tyler Higbee, second week in a row, he was a non-factor. Last week, he had 2 catches against the Buffalo Bills. This week, he had 3 catches for 21 yards. A 5th-round tight end. I just never saw it. But again, he played lights out the first 2 weeks, so I don't think you're freaking out quite yet if you're a Tyler Higbee holder. But I think defenses have adjusted. So they're paying a little bit more attention to him, which is, frankly, opening some things up for Cooper Kuppp, who's been in the end zone 2 weeks in a row. So, Rams fans, I know you're happy with the win, but what did you think about their performance today? What did you think about the offense? Comment below. Giants fans, you have to be happy with the defense. Again, this isn't a season that you're going to win the Super Bowl, okay? I mean, let's be honest about that. What's the problem here? Is it the general manager? Is it Gettleman? Is he the problem? Is it the offensive system? Is it Jason Garrett? You don't like his offense? Is it Daniel Jones? Is he regressing? Tell me what you think. Comment below. Again, room for optimism, glass half full for the Giants. The defense is playing well. Rams, glass half full, you won the game. Who cares, right? And I think the Rams will be just fine. They put 30-something points on Buffalo. I think they'll be just fine throughout the season. They just came out a little flat. I thought maybe at home in their home stadium they played better. They didn't. Credit the Giants. Good win for the Los Angeles Rams, because every win is a good win. Comment below. Curious to get the fan base's comments here. And catch us out. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on more reaction videos and a lot of fantasy football stuff coming out this week as well. Check out the Week 5 playlist. We'll catch you again soon.